What if I told you there's a new SUV that could give you the tech of a Tesla, the practicality of a Toyota, and the comfort of a near-luxury car, all without blowing your budget? Sounds unrealistic, right? But that's exactly the promise behind the 2026 BYD ATTO 8. And today on GMJ Drives, we're diving deep into why this SUV is already creating serious hype. So here's the big question. Can the 2026 BYD ATTO 8 actually disrupt giants like the Tesla Model Y, Toyota, or RAV4 Hybrid and Honda CR-V Hybrid, or is it just another overhyped newcomer? Stick with me, because this one might surprise you. Let's start with the front look, because first impressions matter. The ATTO 8 comes in with a clean yet futuristic design that instantly grabs attention. You get sleek LED headlights that stretch back into the body, giving it a sharp modern identity. The front grille is minimal, almost EV-like, which makes sense considering its hybrid DNA. It's not overly aggressive, but it still has presence. It feels like BYD is saying, we don't need to shout to stand out. And honestly, it works. Now, think about this. When you look at an SUV, do you prefer something bold and aggressive or clean and futuristic like this? Drop that in your mind, because I'll ask you again later. Moving to the right side, and this is where proportions really shine. The ATTO 8 sits perfectly between compact and midsize. It's big enough for families, but not so large that it becomes a headache in city traffic. The body lines are smooth and aerodynamic with subtle sculpting that gives it motion even when it's parked. You'll notice the flush door handles. Yes, the kind you usually see on more expensive electric cars. These aren't just for looks, they actually help with airflow and efficiency. The alloy wheels, especially on higher trims, fill out the arches nicely and give it a confident road stance. And that slightly sloping roofline? It adds a sporty touch without compromising headroom. Now here's something I'm curious about. Would you take this sleek, slightly sporty SUV design over something more boxy and traditional? Because this is where opinions usually split. Sliding over to the left side, the design stays consistent, and that's a good thing. No weird angles, no over-designing, just a balanced, well-thought-out profile. The long wheelbase is noticeable here, and it's not just for looks. It directly translates into better interior space, which we'll talk about in a second. Compared to something like the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the ATTO 8 feels more futuristic. Compared to the Honda CR-V Hybrid, it feels more tech-focused. It's the kind of SUV that makes people glance twice when you drive by. Now, let's check out the rear, because this is where a lot of cars either impress or disappoint. Thankfully, the ATTO 8 does the former. You get a full-width LED light bar stretching across the back, connecting the taillights and giving it that premium high-end feel. At night, this thing is going to look seriously good. The rear design is clean and uncluttered, no fake exhaust tips, no unnecessary drama, just a modern, confident look. The tailgate is wide and practical, which is perfect for daily use, especially if you're loading groceries, luggage, or even sports gear. Let me ask you this. Do you care more about how a car looks at night with lighting or during the day with overall shape? Because this one tries to nail both. Now let's step inside. And honestly, this is where things get really interesting. Open the door, and you're greeted with a cabin that feels way more expensive than the expected price tag suggests. The dashboard is clean, wide, and centered around a large touchscreen that controls almost everything. Navigation, media, climate, you name it. The display is sharp, responsive, and designed to be user-friendly. In front of the driver, there's a fully digital instrument cluster showing all the key driving information in a clean layout. The materials? Surprisingly premium. Soft touch surfaces, quality stitching, and a finish that feels closer to luxury than budget. The seats are wide, supportive, and built for comfort. Higher trims are expected to bring features like heating, ventilation, memory settings, things you usually don't expect in this price range, and the driving position is exactly what you want in an SUV, slightly elevated, giving you confidence and visibility without feeling bulky. Now think about your daily driving. Would you prefer a super tech-loaded interior like this or something simpler but more traditional? Moving to the rear seats. And BYD clearly didn't forget about passengers. Thanks to that long wheelbase, legroom is generous, and even taller passengers won't feel cramped. The flat floor design makes the middle seat actually usable, which is a big plus for families. Cargo space is also impressive. The rear area is wide and flexible, and with the seats folded down, you've got plenty of room for bigger items. Whether it's luggage for a road trip or everyday shopping, it's built to handle it. Now let's talk tech and features, because this is one of the biggest highlights. You're getting wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, ambient lighting, and a premium sound system. And here's the cool part, over-the-air updates. That means your car can actually improve over time, just like a smartphone. Add in voice commands, and you can control various functions without even touching the screen. Safety is also strong here. You get adaptive cruise control, lane assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, rear cross-traffic alert, and a 360-degree camera system. Basically, it's loaded with everything you'd expect from a modern SUV in 2026. Now let's get into performance. The 2026 BYD ATTO 8 uses a smart hybrid system that combines a gasoline engine with an electric motor. This setup gives you the best of both worlds: smooth, electric-like acceleration in the city and long-distance capability without worrying. About charging. Acceleration feels responsive thanks to instant electric torque, especially when pulling away from traffic lights. And when you're on longer drives, the gasoline engine takes over seamlessly. Here's the key thing. You don't feel the switch between electric and petrol. It's smooth, almost unnoticeable. That's exactly what a good hybrid should do. Fuel. Efficiency is expected to be a strong point, making it a practical choice for daily driving. The ride quality is tuned for comfort, not sportiness, which means it handles bumps and rough roads really well. Steering is light, making it easy to maneuver in tight city spaces, and cabin insulation keeps noise levels low. Now let's talk about price, because this is where things get really interesting. The expected starting price is around $35,000. That puts it right in the range of mainstream hybrids, but the features and design push it closer to premium territory. And this is where the comparison gets exciting. For similar money, you could look at the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid or Honda CR-V Hybrid. But if you want to step into something like the Tesla Model Y, you'll likely be spending more. So the real question is, would you pick a trusted brand like Toyota or Honda, go fully electric with Tesla, or take a chance on BYD with more features? For the price? Let's quickly break down the pros and cons. On the plus side, you've got a modern and futuristic design, a premium-feeling interior, loads of technology, strong fuel efficiency, and great value for money. On the downside, brand. Recognition might be a concern in some markets, and long-term reliability is something buyers will want to see over time. Also, if you're someone who prefers fully electric, this hybrid setup might not be your first choice. So here's the final verdict. The 2026 BYD ATTO 8 feels like a smart, well-balanced SUV that's trying to redefine what you get for your money. It blends modern design, advanced tech, comfort, and efficiency into one package, and does it at a price that's hard to ignore. If BYD delivers on its promises, this SUV could easily become one of the most talked about models in its segment. Now, I want to hear from you. If you had $35,000 to spend today, would you go for the BYD ATTO 8 or stick with something like a RAV4, CR-V, or Model Y? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and follow GMJ Drives for more honest reviews, comparisons, and the latest car updates. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.